Hey, 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 everybody. Your dorks are here. Waiting on Sam. Welcome to Twitch. Watching the end of SmackDown here. We've got the New Day doing their gauntlet match. Jay Lucky will be joining us at some point as well. No fear, no fear. I'm sure many of you are here just for her anyways. That's usually what happens. Cup of coffee tonight because I've got a bit of a headache. So that's nice. Glad to have everybody that's watching us already. Again, my glorious co-host will be here eventually. And we've got another co-host here.
I'm here.
Switch it on then. I don't want to yell at you like with... There you go, you got it. Jay Lucky's here with us today. Welcome. Oh, you're not on yet? Okay, well, that's fine. You can still... Did it work?
I don't know. Am I on?
Yeah, you're on. You're on. Glad to have you here. Fresh haircut.
Fresh haircut.
Looking good.
It's a little blonder, a little later.
Yeah, it's your spring. Got a little bit of a spring thing going on.
Spring.
Yeah.
I'm excited for spring.
I'm
ready
down.
for it.
Hey, it's already here, and we got baseball season coming up this weekend, baby. Opening
Yay.
day. Oh, shut up. Just
Yay.
look. I do enough for you. You
Yay.
can at least fake that you like
I'm
it.
faking it.
Good work.
Yay.
You're doing a bad job at it, but
Yay.
yeah.
Woo, woo. No?
That's good enough. I'll take it. You were all bummed that on Sunday we have upper deck seats.
Oh, yeah, I didn't realize we were sitting up so high.
Yeah, but it's the front row of the upper deck. So, like, I don't know how to explain it. It's still, you're going to feel like you're right there on the field, I guess. But
On the field?
I don't know. I like that because then you don't have anybody in front of you at all. I mean, you might get fear of heights or something.
I do. A little bit. Walking up.
Yeah. Well, if we start going up, you just tell me and I'll, you can go back to the hotel room.
I'll just walk around aimlessly.
Yeah, that's this Sunday. We got a couple good, fun things coming up because we got a big karaoke party Saturday night.
Yeah.
That's going to be fun.
That'll be fun.
And then heading to Pittsburgh on Sunday, baby.
Yeah.
With Oat. The Oat Man is going to be joining us. That'll be fun.
That'll be fun.
Haven't really done anything with him and Lainey before, so this will be nice. Like just us, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've hung with your sister and brother-in-law, and now you can hang with my brother and his woman.
Yeah.
See how it goes. You'll probably hate me by the end of it, but you might hate me by the end of tonight, actually.
That's a possibility.
I did make you dinner. I made you a wonderful, glorious dinner,
Yes.
but I kind of fucked it up with the quinoa.
That wasn't a good flavor.
It was garden vegetable. You would think garden vegetable wouldn't even have a flavor. I thought it would just
Tastes
have
like vegetable.
I thought it would just have vegetables in it,
Probably has
but
mushrooms in it. That's what it kind of tasted like.
yeah, well. It actually, you know what it might have had? That might be
Yeah.
what the smell was, now that I think about it.
It's kinda
Because
gross.
I looked back at the thing, like the ingredients, and it didn't list any, it just said vegetables. It didn't list any wacky spices that would have made it lousy. So, sorry, I'm just trying to
Were
snap.
mushrooms one of the vegetables?
It didn't say. It just said vegetables.
Am I supposed to do something on here?
No, you don't have to.
Does this thing.
Nope, I'm just...
Sam always does this thing.
Sam will probably run it if he ever gets here. It's probably being lazy somewhere, doing something.
I'll see if I can figure it out.
But I'm going to try to put up a tweet so we can get people to join us. We usually only get a few watchers or viewers during SmackDown. It's usually the second half that we get a lot, but I don't like starting the show at 10 because then that means we're not going to bed till midnight. So I'd rather start it earlier.
You're really covered by the thing.
Am I?
Yes. Like SmackDown is right across your mouth. Like you can't even see your...
I wonder, can I edit that?
I don't know.
I'm going to try to edit that live while we're here and see if I can maybe make Rhonda a little smaller too.
Yeah, I mean, they're fine. They're around your head, but SmackDown's like right across
The
your face.
SmackDown logo. It's all the SmackDown logo. All right, well, I'm going to move
You got
everything.
SmackDown all across your face.
Got SmackDown on my face. I got Charlotte on my balls. All right. I think I might have fixed it here. I'll see if that... You take a look.
Yeah, that's...
Is that a little bit better?
Hold on. Rhonda just got gigantic and then...
Yeah. She mixes it up a little bit. So So, anyways, still watching SmackDown. Hope you guys are watching it with us here. I'm going to try to put out a tweet. I wish you
Yes,
could
that
just.
is better.
This is where I usually have Sam tell a story. You know what? I'm going to turn his mic on now, so when he gets here, he doesn't cry about. Because last week it was pretty bad. He went like a full 10 minutes before Weaverface finally said, "Hey, can't hear you."
Yeah.
I'll put my tweet out then in a bit. Feel weird just making total silence. Last week we gained a couple subscribers, so that was pretty awesome. So now we're actually making some coin. It's pretty awesome.
Actual coins.
Actual coins. It's not phony stuff.
No, I meant it's not dollar bills, it's coins.
Oh yeah, no, we're probably actually getting coins. We don't make a lot. It's probably just like change, and some of that might have to be converted to dollars from across the ocean there. Which, for any of you who watched us last week, Jay Lucky is not going to Europe.
No,
We couldn't figure it out.
Can't figure it out how to make
Just
it work.
not money wise. I mean, honestly, if we had the cash, I would send you.
And traveling by myself doesn't sound all that exciting.
Yeah.
It's a pretty long flight. And even just to get, I'm not the best in airports.
I was trying to get it so that you would meet up with the girls in one city and then just keep going with them. And I could have done it if we had a lot of money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like it was all about just like one flight would have been like $1,500 for like just to get over there. You know what I mean? Because they were flying into like little airports.
Yeah.
So yeah, so there you have it.
Yeah.
But
Not going to go, but it's all right.
I'm just worried that you're going to have extreme fear of missing out, like while they're over there.
I will be.
Like living it up. I mean, I even will too. And they're not, I mean, they're my friends, but they're your friends first. So.
They're going to be taking amazing pictures, seeing amazing things.
Yep, I know. That's why I wanted to send you, because I feel like it's the kind of thing you should do sometime. But
Yeah.
it's all right.
It's all right.
We'll go sometime. We'll go next time or something.
Yeah, it happens all the time.
It happens
Europe
all the time.
trips
People
just,
always
like,
are going to Europe.
Just pop up all the time. Exactly.
Hey, what's going on, man? I can't read your name from here because I'm an old man, but he says, "What's up? Can I give you guys a dare?" I'm already scared about what this could be, but yeah, go ahead, fire away. I don't have to answer it if it's shitty. Hopefully, you're watching SmackDown along with us. We're here at the end of SmackDown. The Usos just came out, but feel free to shoot us a dare. I don't care. Put anything you want in the chat.
Yeah, I'm feeling kind of lazy.
Can you read it from here?
Yeah.
Oh, you can. I was on Twitch earlier today, and people like really monitor, or like not monitor. They I guess monitor the chat, and like they really filter it down. Like you're not allowed to say this, not allowed to be in all caps, not allowed to put any links, not allowed to do anything. And I'm like, whatever. How crazy? You're not feeling crazy?
I'm not feeling crazy today.
Yeah, she just got her hair done. I got a
That's not why
headache.
I don't feel crazy. It's just
What,
it's been a long.
It's been a long, stressful day. How about
It's been a long week.
how
and
about
it's only
a-
Tuesday?
How about a 2 on on the dare scale, on the crazy scale? What are the Usos doing here?
I don't know. That's what I'm wondering. I just kind of missed this. What's
Yeah.
going on here?
I think the Usos are going to lay down for him because the bar just put Big E through a table. Oh. So Usos are going to give out respect.
So with that being said, your new day. Good luck, Goose. Because we forfeit.
Oh, nice. That's pretty awesome.
Wow.
So they're going to move on because the Usos forfeit. So I guess there's going to have one more, maybe? Or are we going to do a commercial first? Uh-oh. Whoa, that's an expensive TV. Whoa! Oh! Wow. Wow, he's going to pull a muscle. Look out! Jeez. He's gonna hit his friend.
He's going nuts.
Yeah, he was going nuts. All right, we'll turn this down now. So what do we got? What does that say, Jay Lucky? I can't read that from here. Okay, I
Dare you to do a wrestling move with her into the couch. Any move.
What do you want?
I don't know.
Let's see. What can I get? What can I hit you with?
Can you hit me with?
Well, I mean, easiest is just pick you up and slam you into the couch, but you would be like, no, it hurts.
I'm just lazy.
You just don't feel like moving.
Just don't feel like moving. I've plopped.
I mean, I could get behind you and put the sleeper on you, I guess, but then you might actually fall asleep
That's
because you're pretty tired.
It's been a long week. Normally I'm into the fun
Long
and
week. It's
crazy.
Tuesday.
I know. It feels like it should be Friday.
Oh my gosh. Do you have any suggestions of a move that I should? I will do a move because you did dare and I did accept. I'll do something, but she doesn't want to move, so that kind of puts a hurting on it. See, if Sam was here, he'd have a really good because I know what you do and don't want to do, so I'm trying to be nice. I just want to pick you up and slam you onto the couch, but that would involve you moving a little bit.
That would involve me moving. We'll think of something.
All right, yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there.
I'll think of something, or you'll think of something. Maybe
I
will let you just throw me on the couch.
That's a good idea. I think what we should do is just when Sam gets here, I'll throw you on the couch, and that way we have a spotter in case it goes wrong. And plus, then he can announce it. Because I'm thinking in my mind, I'm trying to kill time because in my mind I'm thinking for the audio podcast, us putting down our microphones and doing a move here on the couch, it's pretty shitty. Do you know what I mean? For the viewers on Twitch, it's probably hilarious and it'll be good. But if Sam's here, at least he could be like, he scoops her up and slams her down, Okay. So, all right, we will do that. Just hang tight.
Here.
Sam's on his way.
Actually, I just heard a car.
Yeah, Sam's on his way over. He's gonna officiate. Yeah, I'm just gonna body slam you down on the couch.
I feel like I'm gonna break my neck, but okay.
You're not gonna break your neck. I mean, are you longer than that couch? Just don't stretch your legs out all the way, and just let your back hit the couch, and then you'll be fine. I will gently place you onto the couch. How does that sound?
You do realize I'm super clumsy and breakable.
Well, you're clumsy, but at least you're not heavy, so you're easy to pick up. Oh, you're just in time.
He's arrived.
We got a dare from a dare from one of the viewers on Twitch. I have to do a wrestling move on her onto the couch.
I don't know about
Onto the couch.
where these stairs are headed.
Well, he said, "How crazy do you want it to be on a scale of 1 to 10?" And I said, "She's kind of tired, whatever. So let's just make it a 2." So then he said, "Just do any move on her onto the couch." And I said, "All right, how about I just pick her up and slam her down?" But I didn't want to do it. Your microphone's already on, by the way. I didn't want to do it until you got here because I was thinking of the podcast listeners. Because on's we put down our mics, it would be kind of shitty.
I'm gonna break
we're taking
something.
dares, aren't we?
Well, we're not taking dares. It just so happened to be
John
like.
is taking dares.
What's the viewer's name there, Jen? What's the name?
Oh, really? Taco Maniac.
Oh, there you go.
Likes the taco, does he?
So I just agreed that I would just body slam her onto the couch.
Okay.
Well,
right.
we were trying to pick a wrestling move.
Yeah, because
Any
I
wrestling
was gonna put the coquina clutch on her, but she might actually fall asleep because she's that tired.
Yeah,
So I didn't want to do
yeah.
that one. So do you?
You don't like it from behind?
You got your announcing skills on?
Yes. I'll give a full.
But do you want to? So what you missed on the way over here?
One more tag team.
They made it through 3 teams. Usos came out and said we forfeit,
Okay.
and then left, and everybody thought that they won. And now they're going to face Daniel Bryan and Recyclable Rowan.
Who'd they beat?
Gallows and Anderson in like 2 seconds.
Of course.
AEW,
AEW, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, Rusev and Nakamura, and then the Bar.
Was this supposed to be a challenge?
But the Bar put them through a table,
Okay.
so they were laying there all dead, and then the Usos came out, and yeah.
Everybody in the back is all cheering for him.
Yep, they're going for it. They're cheering for him. Even Ali. Ali is there too.
Mustafa.
Yep. I think I could probably body slam her pretty easily. I mean, I'm not gonna like fucking like slam her through the
I think you
couch.
spike her head off the ground and kill her.
Yeah, I was
I
gonna
feel
say.
like that's what's gonna happen.
I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm not gonna hurt. I do it to your son all the time.
She weighs
I was gonna
slightly more than.
Yeah, but not a lot. That kid it weighs way more
Not
than
a
he
lot.
looks.
I weigh like double.
Yeah, she usually weighs double what he does.
Double? I wouldn't say
double.
double. How much? Well, no, I guess you're not going to say, but
Oh, maybe not quite double.
Yeah, I would say
but,
you're not
but
double.
close.
Especially, he probably actually weighs.
Plus, I'm a lot longer
if
than
it's
he
just
is.
his actual weight, it's not that much. It's the bastard won't freaking let you pick him up
Yeah.
when you're wrestling him.
Yeah.
He goes dead weight.
he does go dead weight. Yeah, you've tried to wrestle him
I
before.
know.
Yeah,
I
you need to
wrestled
not go
your
dead.
son.
You need to not go dead weight. You need to just let yourself limp. Act like
You
we're
know?
upstairs in bed. Just
Yeah.
just like
Just
lay there.
like a fish. You know.
Boom. She
I'm
doesn't.
interested
She doesn't do that, by the way.
That's not what you told me.
I don't talk about that stuff. Give me a break.
You tell me all the details. Remember?
Did you see my mug?
Who got you that?
Who do you think?
Somebody at work.
Jay Lucky got me this.
Sam, you're back. I don't know.
I'm back.
I don't pay attention to these things.
All right, should we wait till the end of SmackDown at least
Sure.
before I slam you down?
Just in case I die, it's probably a good idea.
If this goes over, we've got a new segment on the show.
Yeah. The
Jay Lucky-
wrestling moving to the couch.
Yeah, Jay Lucky gets moves put on her.
That's a normal thing that happens there.
Actually, yeah, that's every day, all
Yeah.
the time, probably. I'm sure.
Non-stop, 24/7. She doesn't
Yeah.
realize it.
Sam,
See-
I got my hair did today.
Straight. I like
yeah,
it.
I got it did.
Yeah, you're
It's
not
all
gonna-
blondie,
you're not gonna keep
yeah.
it straight long enough for my liking, but yeah.
He likes you straight and flat, like flat-footed.
I'm flat all the time.
Well, flat-chested, but flat-footed.
Busty, you know?
Yeah.
Jen's busty.
I accidentally put Busty today because I told him that I was trying to get your username from you.
Oh, yeah.
And I said, "Oh, she must be Busty," and he goes, "She's never Busty."
Never, ever.
Well, and I do that too because I just type too fast. But
You thought I was being fresh, but I was not.
Yeah.
I actually typed busty.
yeah, because he wrote "Bust." She's not Busty, and I went, "What?" And then I looked back and saw, yeah. So, anyways,
Oh, and they got Becky in the forefront,
Yeah.
rooting for the underdog.
yeah, dude, you fucking missed that today. Charlotte Flair is your new SmackDown Women's Champion.
So
I
was
have it
she
on the
in-
topic list, but we
Okay.
can certainly.
So was she in like a? Vince just said Charlotte versus Asuka.
There was nothing. There was nothing. It was just.
dropping the straps.
Well, he's fired up. Do the claps. You got to do new Day Rocks. Oh, wow. There it is. That's it.
Every time we think
Oh.
it,
Jeez.
it's not it.
It's not it. It's not it.
You're Vince reincarnated.
Yeah. 1, 2, and he got him.
It's
All
over.
right. I'm going to do a tweet. Can you talk for a minute? I didn't want to do the tweet
Yeah,
until.
I thought you were handing off the mic.
She's not a good air filler.
I feel like we know this though.
So anyway,
guys are killing it. You guys are killing it, by the way.
baseball on Thursday. So exciting. Anyway, so
Wait.
we were talking about today.
So you're not actually excited about baseball?
We were talking about today a Facebook group a big Facebook group I'm in. One of the guys said he's not going to WrestleMania this year. He canceled his room. He canceled everything, the flight, because he's not pleased with the build for the card, and he feels like everything's just been haphazardly done, and he doesn't want to spend all the New York money because the flights, the hotels are crazy, the food's crazy, the transportation's going to be crazy.
Yeah.
And on top of it, you're going to be sitting outside in the fucking cold because that day, like projecting now, like the high 60 and at night it's going to be like high 40s, low 50s.
Well, and they're saying the pre-show goes on at 5. So they already announced it's a 2-hour pre-show. So it's 5 to
So-
7
so
is
the-
pre.
so-
So the main card goes on at 7 and it'll go till midnight. So you're talking
So it's
7
only
hours.
5. Okay, I thought one year was like 4, I think.
Well, the year that we went over to what's down in Mountain, was that last year maybe?
Yeah, to Gary and Mike's place. Yeah.
We left there slightly after midnight.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Have to
So
yeah.
we're talking. It's going to be. I guess I'm just saying it's
one of your
bare
solid
minimum.
8-hour shows.
Yeah. He buried him under that really light desk.
Yes. That's completely hollow. But he had to make like it was hard for him to do it. Oh, they're gonna win by count.
Oh. If you guys want to
So
retweet
they
my
win
tweet,
by
that'd be
count
great.
out and forfeit.
Mike Kyoto's counting really fast.
You have to beat one more team. Here comes the axe.
It's
Here
demolition.
Comes the smasher. You've said that before.
Yep. He's
Did you
going to
see what-
WrestleMania.
Did you see the tweet today where someone said, "Don't worry, Kofi, you're booked for Mania"? They found like a Kofi versus Daniel Bryan like advertisement done by WWE.
Oh, really?
And he's like, Yeah, it's probably just they're fooling with me. He played it off well. Like,
Yeah.
Kofi Mania running wild.
Yeah, man. Kofi's going to WrestleMania. Now, is Vince going to come out and congratulate him? Is that what's happening here?
I think he's going to come out and say,
Damn it!
beat one more team.
Damn it, Kofi!
Shano, get out here.
Yeah, Shane did a good
My
promo.
son.
He did a good promo tonight. Yeah, him and the Miz. He came out and he had like security between him and the Miz, and then in front of him he had Sanity, Shelton Benjamin, and Primo Cologne running interference. Yeah, and Jen goes, "Who is this guy?"
Sanity.
Poor Primo Cologne. Jen didn't even know who he was.
Primo and Epico.
Yeah, because I just said to her, I was like, "One of the Colognes," and she looked at me and she just went, "Nope, no idea."
One of the colons.
Colons, the prime colon.
When did they wrestle?
Like for
First colon.
they've been there for years actually.
Cousin colon.
But when did
They
they
were
wrestle?
they were Los Matadors. They were the Shining Stars.
They were,
Now they're the
the
Colognes.
best was when they were the Puerto Rico.
Yeah, yeah.
entrance.
Come visit Puerto Rico or something.
Puerto Rico.
The Shining Star of the
those
Caribbean.
people.
Yeah.
That team. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Vince is getting interviewed. Uh, Oh boy.
Can a B plus player defeat a B plus player?
Yeah, exactly.
Didn't we already do this? With
We did
Daniel
this.
Bryan?
We did. Well, they mentioned they referenced that tonight.
Yeah, that Daniel Bryan was once.
Yeah, that was the thing during Daniel Bryan's first major run. Yeah, he said like, Daniel, you've become what you were against, a B plus player, or whatever, however he said it. So
On the locker room coming out.
led by Kevin Owens
So Kevin Owens is a good guy.
for now. That's Ali. That's Ali, not Mustafa Ali. Aleister Black. Is that the Miz still?
Dozer. My favorite guy.
All the good guys, the Hardys. Who was that?
Why can't the bad guys come out?
They're not proud of him.
Oh, this is such a feel-good moment.
Oh, jeez. He didn't even win yet.
It's such a feel-good
And I don't think
moment.
he's going to win at Mania.
Is that Rocco Rock ringside?
Rocco Rock.
Public Enemy.
Yeah. Who's that? Oh, Ricochet. Rico Chet.
Rico Chat.
Yeah.
I hate you both.
And is Al Black there?
Al Black and
It might
Rico
be
Chet.
switched to- It'll be Black
It's
Al.
funny because The Miz is like, this doesn't feel right here with all the faces.
Yeah. He's touched on the face. All right. It's
All right.
time for a power slam.
Oh, now?
You ready to get slammed? I'm not
Not
taking
really.
any more dares.
Is that person even still watching?
Yes, he is.
He is.
As far as I know.
I mean, we've only gone up in viewers. I can't imagine he would have taken off. I promised.
Yeah, he added a dare to the end, but it's stupid. I'm sorry, Taco. I'm not having any signs of affection. I want a body slam. That's it. So body slam, and let's go.
So am I turning my mic off? How exactly are you picking me up?
Oh my God! What do you think? He can't pick you up?
She probably doesn't know.
All right, let's do this. You didn't know?
Unless you want to pick her up.
No.
He's like, I'm not going to break my back on this one. All right, if I die, I love you all.
You're gonna be back on that couch.
I feel like I'm going to have a broken neck.
It's perfectly safe.
I feel like this is not perfectly safe. This is not perfectly safe. I don't even know if it's going to be on camera. All right. Anyway.
It's fine by Mr. Ulala. It's fine by us.
All right.
You ready?
All right, there's an ass. That was John's. Oh, and a body slam.
There you go.
All right.
Up and down.
Now let's do other riveting things, such as arm wrestling.
Oh wait, I laid her down. That's not good. There you go, man. Oh look, we lost viewers.
We're at 3 viewers.
Oh, okay.
They were probably tuned in, saw the talent wasn't here.
What are you talking about? Oh, you?
Yeah.
How did it look on Twitch?
Pretty terrible.
Pretty terrible.
Looked
Well,
like she weighed 400 pounds. And,
oh wait, I gotta turn the
she weighs
mic camera.
400 pounds. A free Truly ad I see you're giving there.
Yes. Oh, I should get another one.
We should be sponsored by Truly. Which Truly is that?
This is the rosé.
Yeah, she's all about that.
Is that new? I, don't
Yeah, it's new.
I thought it was only the fruity flavors.
They have a rosé one. I got it.
Alrighty, well, hey, welcome to the show. I am John, joined as always to my left
Oh,
by
my
the
mic's
talker
on.
of talking. Turn your mic on.
I just
Sam,
turned it
welcome to the show, sir.
It's great to be here.
I'm glad to have you. You got a little held up tonight. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was, I was doing things. I make moves.
That's cool. You got to make your moves. You got to F some people. I understand. Sometimes you got to F people. You know what I mean?
Why did you have to whisper that?
I was saying it to her.
She's
know.
not listening to the podcast.
She doesn't listen to the podcast.
No,
No.
but I mean, like right now, she's not listening to it.
No.
Okay.
And joined, but to Sam's left is the incomparable and not 400-pound J Lucky Sunshine. Welcome to the show.
Thanks.
How did that feel? What hurt more, the slam down or when I put my hand up under? Was that okay? Didn't you watch?
I watched it. I didn't know if you were. You keep making that motion. Were you jamming things?
I wasn't jamming things. It just
Nothing went in anywhere.
for a body slam, you got to scoop. It was a scoop slam. You know what I mean? I wasn't gonna
You
like.
got a scoop.
Oh,
I've scooped.
You've scooped slam before.
I've scooped a million people before.
Yeah, I was scooping before. You alls was nothing.
Oh boy.
We are 2 weeks out from WrestleMania, so things are getting ramped up here on the show, and we thank you for joining us tonight live on Twitch.
Yes,
and,
WrestleMania.
and speaking of Twitch, real quick, we have some subscribers now, Sam.
Yes.
It's pretty exciting shit.
If you're out there and you're listening to us and you like us and you follow us and you are an Amazon Prime member, you do have a free subscription that you can give to any podcast. Actually, I'm sorry, any Twitch cast
Yeah, whatever you want to call it, Twitch. Yeah,
feed that you want to. So hey, we'd be happy to take anybody's
absolutely.
free sub. And if you're feeling generous, you can actually just sub to us and actually pay the monthly fee.
Yep.
And your dorks do get a percentage of that.
Absolutely. And not only that, but by being a subscriber, what do they get? A cool little Wrestling Dorks badge, chat badge.
We have an emote.
And we have an emote now, too. I threw it up in the chat. It's easy to do. You just click on the little emoticon thing.
Where it's your face.
It's my face. And I was wrong. You can only have one emote. So we might switch it up. We can get earn our second emote based on more subscribers. So,
Well, that ain't happening.
well, you just did the plug for the more subscribers.
Sam, now you're never going to be an emote.
Oh, I'm going to make 3 emotes, and I'm just going to switch them up every now and then. So one of these days, you're going to go to emote something. Did you just put my face in there? You did. And
It's like a slot machine. Three
Three-
JBs. Oh wait, what is 3 JBs with? Oh,
it's
It's
nothing.
the only time in a slot machine with 3 across. Nothing.
Oh, he's on fire tonight.
Blanks are better than 3 JBs.
Yeah. So let's talk about a few things. We do have our WrestleMania bracket to get to. We're going to finish off the first round. I made the decision what we're going to do. Finish off the first round this week. Next week, we're going to take a week off in the bracket.
We got
It's a
400 matches.
It's a
preview.
full Mania preview show next week. So Jay Lucky, you get your preview shoes on for next week.
Preview shoes.
You got to wear your preview shoes. They're
Okay.
like this high. It's hot. It's so awesome. You love it.
You like hype man.
Oh, I love it. You don't. What do you not like? Do you like it for a short girl though?
I mean, she can heighten because I'm still gonna be dominant.
Oh, so it's more about it's not that you don't like high heels on a woman. It's just you want to be dominant.
Yeah, I don't want some like 6'2" chick towering over me.
See, I don't mind. I
Unless
guess
she
because
really is 6'2", then all right. But
I guess because everybody in the world towers over me,
Right,
I don't
right.
really. It doesn't affect me.
Yeah,
So I'm used to it.
makes sense.
Because like she got home today from getting her hair done, and I was in the kitchen making dinner, and I had no shoes on. She still had her heels on, so
yeah.
I had to like jump up to give her a smooch. See, he like shudders at that.
So emasculating.
Hey, I just scoop slammed her. That wasn't fucking emasculating. I put her in her place.
Speaking of not being taller than anybody, we're going to be talking a little bit later about WrestleMania 2, where you're probably about the same size as the midgets that participated
Oh,
in the match.
thanks a lot. Yeah,
Midget
yeah,
match,
yeah. We can get right in. Do you want to?
There was a midget match in. Maybe that was 3. I could be wrong.
I would say it wasn't listed on the card for 2.
And the only midget match was then in 3.
Do you want to go right into that matchup? We can kind of break it up and do instead of doing it all. Because I got to tell you, I listened back to last week's show, and when we did all 3, just boom, 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 it was like a long time of just. It was a slog. It was tough to get
a
through.
beverage while you're pulling it up.
You go right ahead.
While you get it up.
Well, I get it up. Why don't you go get a drink? Can I get a bottle of
While you
water?
and Sam get it up.
Yeah, I'll take something if you got it.
Water, soda. What are you drinking these days?
We got mug root beer. Have you had one of those in a while?
Know what mug root beer is?
Oh.
I had one about 30 years ago.
Do you like that? You want one of those?
Every once in a while, I like a root beer. What's the problem?
Can I get a bottle of water, but with a squirt of that green shit in it?
The Mio?
Yeah.
Oh, now you're a Mio guy.
I'm a Mio and a Crystal Light and just a
I
guy
do
in
have
general.
Crystal Lights, too.
I'll take this just little bit.
Yeah, I'll take a water and a squirt.
Yeah, he's gonna
Mio.
get a
It's
squirt
lemon
too.
lime Mio, though.
Whatever, you can squirt whatever. You can squirt whatever you want.
Whoa! It's that kind of show now, boys and girls. So anyway, Sam, up on your screen here, I've got the Mania. We've got.
Bring up the card.
Thanks. We've got Mania 12 versus Mania
Card's
2.
probably
No, I pulled it right off of Wikipedia. Those of you at home, please, as you're watching, join in on the chat. Tell us what you think of these two cards. That's the whole point of this. And if we come to what we do is if Sam and I come to a disagreement, you're gonna.
The wires are like all right here.
You're not talented enough to get around it.
No, but I almost stepped on the actual one that's plugged in. You can't get around. This is.
I did it earlier. Am I more dexterity than you? Oh, go squirt things in bottles. All right. So what do you got, Sam? Which one are you looking up here first? We got 12 versus 2. I want to say 12 was 1996, 5.
6 or 7.
Yeah,
Actually, I can tell you what year it was in 6.
96. Okay. Eat a dick. I said 6 or 7.
All right,
5.
so let's start out with this card here. So we got the free match on the free for all.
Oh, okay.
All the time. The Body Donnas, Skip and Zip. God rest Chris Candido's soul. Defeats. Oh, by the way, Body Donnas were with Sunny, of course.
Of course, that was yeah.
It was loaded one on
Yeah,
AOL.
yeah. She probably still is. That was probably like her title forever.
Defeats the Godwins. That's, for those of you keeping score at home, that's Henry O. Godwin and Phineas I. Godwin, because that's Hog and Pig.
Yes.
They were with Hillbilly Jim. That was the finals of a tag team tournament for the vacant WWF
Jesus,
Tag Team Championship.
that
It
is
was on the free for all.
that is rough.
Then we had a 6-man tag: Bulldog, Owen, Vader with Jim Cornette. That's probably Camp Cornette.
Yeah.
Beats Ahmed, Jake Roberts, and Yokozuna.
This was right at the end of the Yokozuna, right near the end when he turned heel or turned face. I mean,
6-man tag. So yeah, face Fuji. Interesting.
it was face. Yeah, it was just Yokozuna face, and he had to have the mouthpiece there.
Piper defeats Goldust with Marlena in the Hollywood Backlot Brawl. Stone Cold Steve Austin with Ted DiBiase, so it's really probably the ringmaster.
Yeah, I think it was the ring mat. No, I don't know.
Yeah,
To be honest with you, I don't know.
Savio Vega. The Ultimate Warrior squashes the living shit out of Triple H with Sable in 1:39 seconds.
Yeah, and most of that was just posturing or whatever.
Green.
That's some green.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I only put like one squirt.
That
Just
was
keep saying
the
squirt.
Warriors return to the ring after
Yeah.
a long hiatus.
Yeah, that was like I think a 3 years off.
Yeah, he had a while off. Taker defeats Diesel. And in a 60-man Iron Minute match for the title, Shawn Michaels with Jose Lothario
Yes.
defeats Bret Hart 1-0 in sudden death overtime.
Yep.
They went 60 minutes with no result.
It is universally talked about as one of the greatest WrestleMania matches of all time. Okay.
I need to watch it again.
Yeah, I was gonna say I haven't watched it in 20 years. I remember not liking it at the time. I think a lot of it was because I wanted Bret Hart to win, even though I liked Shawn Michaels. I wanted Bret Hart to hold the title, retain.
There were 7 matches on this
7
card.
matches because of that 1 hour match.
And back then, you didn't have 37-hour pay-per-views.
Right. You had to squash it all into 2.5 hours because it started at 8, ended at 10:35 or whatever.
Well, 11, but whatever.
What did they go? Oh, I guess Mania would have.
Pay-per-views, I watched
That's
it
right.
start at 8 and end at 11. That's what I grew up on.
And you wash yourself with a rag on a stick too.
Yeah, I washed myself with a rag on a stick.
All right, so what do you? Let's go over the card for 2 then when you get a chance when you pull that up, and
So two.
then we can kind of compare the 2 completely. What's that? Yes, or if you have Twitch on your phone.
2 was in 1986, so 10 years prior.
Do you make it big enough that I can see it on Twitch?
Oh, maybe not. Not on that. Yeah, no, sorry.
And 2 was held across 3 locations.
That's
3
right.
time zones.
Yep, that's
Which is
Casey.
crazy.
Yeah, Casey put that in a tweet today. He did not know, and people forget that actually. You know what I mean? Everybody remembers Hogan and Bundy, but
I mean, I knew it was.
well, yeah, you're a historian, but I mean the average.
And look at so it was the Rosemont Horizon, which is a all-time like place at WWE's held a million.
Right.
The Los Angeles Memorial Sports Arena and the Nassau Veterans Memorial Coliseum in Uniondale.
Right.
Those were all like normal spots at WWE.
Right. They were just like
all
they're.
the time.
Yep.
So each place, basically had their own card, own main event.
Own main event. Yeah. I mean, it wasn't like they were not. They went off at the exact same time, right? Do you know, or did they stagger them?
Yeah, I would assume they staggered because wasn't it on closed circuit?
Mm-hmm. It was closed circuit, but I don't know if they.
Yeah, the event features separate commentary and announce teams in each location. So there was a team of Vince McMahon and Susan St. James in New York.
Wow.
Gorilla, Gino, and Kathy Lee. Gorilla, Gino, and Kathy Lee Crosby in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
Jesse the Body, Lord Alfred Hayes, and Elvira in L.A.
Well, that really
Announcers
mixed
in
it
New
up.
York were the Fink, in Chicago, Chet Kopic, and in L.A., Lee Marshall.
Wow, they really mixed it up. They
Yeah, so
broke it out.
there's a bunch of different celebrities across the board at all the different sites. And I like in Wikipedia, the card featured 10 matches, which resulted from scripted storylines and results that are
Thanks.
determined by
Yeah.
WWF.
Yeah, what dicks.
So, basically, here's the card. So, the Magnificent Morocco, aka Don
Which
Morocco,
city is this? Do we know?
Nassau Coliseum.
So this is the New York one. All right.
So I'm gonna start there. So Magnificent Morocco with Fuji and Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff, double count out.
Classic.
Macho Man IC champ with Miss Elizabeth defeats George the Animal Steel. That was a big feud for a long time, Steel and Savage.
Mm-hmm.
Jake Roberts defeats George Wells. And the main event at the Nassau Coliseum location, Mr. T. Oh yeah, that was a midget involved in this. The Haiti Kid.
Oh,
That's the
okay.
one I was thinking of.
Is that the one you're thinking?
Yeah,
Okay.
That's taller than you. Mr. T with the
Dick.
Haiti Kid and Smoking Joe Frazier defeats Roddy Piper
I'm back.
with Bob Orton
Welcome back.
and Luke Duva by disqualification. So
Was
main
that the
event
boxing
Mr.
match or
T
no?
versus, yes.
That was the boxing match.
And it
Okay.
ended in a DQ. That was your main event.
That's pretty whack.
So there had to be that's 20 minutes of matches there.
Yeah.
So I don't know I'd like to know what happened. There's probably somewhere I could look it up. What happened during the
Well,
downtime.
maybe they staggered them and they showed them.
Or they showed the other matches that were going on.
You watched your matches live, then you could stay and watch the
Or
Chicago ones, and then stay and watch the LA ones or something.
So then Rosemont Horizon, we have the WWF Women's Championship, as it was called back then. That's right, it wasn't always the Divas title. The Fabulous Moolah, who held the title for 600 years.
You know her?
Yeah.
Not personally,
Yeah, why?
but
'Cause I'm
Around the
600
same
years
age,
old.
yeah. Defeated,
What was that supposed to mean?
defeated
no,
Velvet
he said that,
McIntyre.
not me.
Corporal Kirchner defeats Nikolai Volkov with Freddie Blassie. And then I believe this was the next was the main event, but maybe the other thing was Andre the Giant wins the WWF versus NFL Battle Royal.
Yeah, there was an NFL Battle
And the
Royal.
last eliminator was Bret Hart. And then there was a tag match for the WWF title. The British Bulldogs with Captain Lou and Ozzy Osbourne defeat the Dream Team, which was the Beefer, Bruce Beefcake, and Greg Valentine with Johnny Valiant. So those were that was that. And then the LA Memorial Sports Arena got Ricky the Dragon Steamboat defeating Hercules.
Mm-hmm.
Adorable Adrian Adonis with Jimmy Hart defeats Uncle Elmer. Hoss Funk and Terry Funk with Jimmy Hart
Man.
defeats JYD and Tito Santana. And then for all the marbles, steel cage match for I thought that was cool. Steel cage.
Yeah,
match.
the old blue cage.
Yep. Hogan defeats Bundy. And Hogan, I remember, had his ribs damaged. Had the ribs selling the ribs.
Yeah, it's,
wrapped up coming into the match.
Yeah. My thoughts.
A lot of NFL players in this.
Oh gosh.
Jimbo Covert, Harvey Martin,
Hang on, man.
who's not in.
It's Pamela saying she can't hear you very much. I think something got bumped.
Maybe he was sounding like that the whole time. Maybe it's not my fault.
That might. I mean, there's a good chance. All right, let's talk a little bit more, buddy.
The Fridge was in this this battle royal. Bill Fralick. Those are two really good players. The Big Cat, Ernie Ladd, was probably in it. I said probably. I don't know. I assume because he was an NFL player and then turned into a wrestler, but maybe he wasn't in it. But
Was my one squirt enough?
yeah. Listen. Any squirting is more than enough.
Not really your bag, huh?
No, I'm not saying something like that. I'm just saying, like, if you get a squirt, that's an accomplishment. Yes, and she would say, obviously it's a big deal to be late to this podcast, but even more when you can't hear the talent.
Yeah.
Am I sure this is on? It wasn't on. My microphone wasn't on.
You turned it off when it was on?
That could have been it. All right. Hey, folks.
There
Jesus
you go.
fucking Christ, I'm
he's
so
like,
sick of this
really?
shit.
Look how loud it is now.
Yes. Test 1. All right. Yeah, I look pretty fucking loud now. All right. So,
Motherfuck.
anywho, WrestleMania 2. And the microphone has been chucked. Taking over from here. So we've got a shitty WrestleMania 2 card and a shitty WrestleMania 12. Although, it's tough. Like, he's looking at these cards. The main event, Michael's Heart, like you said, is always talked about as a top all-time match.
Yeah.
Bundy Hogan, probably not the technical masterpiece that I remembered as when I was 8.
Yeah, it's different looking back at these now versus when you're an 8-year-old. So
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, that card, there was only 7 fucking matches on it. Like, it's tough, though, to say, though, because WrestleMania 2 wasn't all in one place. There was, like, 4
yeah,
matches.
so really there's only 4 matches if you think about
All
it.
right. I mean, it would have sucked probably to be at any of these live WrestleMania 2s.
Oh, yeah.
But we're talking about watching it.
Yeah.
So for me, I at least like the WrestleMania 2 card better because there was more. 7 matches is too little for me.
7 matches is really low, and it's not just 7 matches. Like
There was one amazing match,
right.
and then meh.
I mean, Diesel, Undertaker. Okay, it's 2 future Hall of Famers, but what the hell else is on there? I
And how's
mean,
Diesel Undertaker, like that match isn't going to be great.
yeah,
You know
it
what I
can't
mean?
be great. Although, I mean, maybe back then, but
Yeah, I mean, at least here again, I know like we're in card, but you got a mix of things. We got a battle royal won by
well, there were
the original Hall of Famer Andre the Giant.
no women's matches. I don't.
No Moolah.
No, I'm talking
Oh, okay.
12.
Yeah,
Sorry,
12 and no,
I'm
yeah.
just kind of looking
Although
it over.
WrestleMania 2 had Moolah like squashed Velvet
Yeah.
McIntyre. But that was the thing back
Was there an IC title match?
on which card?
12.
I
don't.
No, I think the IC champ was involved in the 6-man tag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, my choice for the worst card of these 2 is 12. If you couldn't tell already.
Yeah, I'm going 12 too, even though there's
2
a lot of fucking stinkers on that too.
Yeah, this is a good this should have been like a second or third round matchup because
At least they had built up. And again, I think 12 probably gets saved by that main event, and that's why it's not looked at.
Oh
as
my
as
God,
bad. I think
yeah.
it's probably not ranked that low, but I mean, at least on 2 you had, all right, we got a cage match, and we had a battle royal, and we've got, a boxing, as stupid as it probably was that I remember, at least there were things, built up to.
and it was boxing with a celebrity. It wasn't just like boxing. It was
Right.
Mr. T. So it wasn't if it was just Piper versus Adonis.
You got throwaway tag team dark match. You got 6-man tag. Who gives a fuck? You got Piper, Goldust, Backlot Brawl, a non-cold, a barely cold Steve Austin,
not even Stone Cold.
a squash by Hey Warrior, we're gonna feed you this bum Hunter Hearst Helmsley to squash, and then you're gonna be gone again soon anyway. I mean, that Michael's Heart really did save the entire card. and
Absolutely.
it can be an all-time, but the rest of the card sucks. I'm saying 12's worse. 12 moves on.
And it's that weird thing because we're complaining about this Mania having too many matches, and we're saying this one doesn't have enough. But this one, you can do a Mania with 7 matches if there's 7 good matches.
Right? Yeah, and not
Like this year undercard, like Orton Styles is on the undercard. There's no Orton Styles on
Right.
this 12.
yeah.
Who did you pick, Jay Lucky? Did you have a choice?
I
You were
would
looking
agree.
at it. You would agree with 12?
I
Okay,
would
good.
agree.
All right, so let's talk about a couple other things before we go to our other first round matchup.
Let's talk wrestling.
Freaking Charlotte Flair is your new SmackDown Live Women's
Oh,
Champion.
are you upset that Charlotte won?
Yes,
That's good. She's a heel. You should be upset.
I am
Things are
upset.
going well.
Yeah, I don't know, Pamela, if you were awake or if any of our viewers just joined us, you didn't get to watch SmackDown. Charlotte faced Asuka tonight, and right before the match started, Greg Hamilton announced this is for the women's title, and the announcers, acted like they were surprised, like it was supposed
Maybe
to be
they
like
were.
yeah, they might have been. It was like a shock, and Charlotte ended up getting. It was one of those 2 commercial break matches that took forever, and Charlotte got Asuka to tap out to the figure 8.
I guess. I mean, I was texting you when you were telling me about it, and I
Yeah.
was like, could see Vince in the back, like, damn it, why wouldn't Charlotte be the champ if she's in the main event? And then they're like, but Vince, you just named her in because she's a heel, and we're
Right.
playing up that Charlotte gets everything. Damn it, she needs to have the title. So now, I asked you, do you think
And I do.
that at least this means a unification
I think they might unify because
at Mania, which I hope.
I kind of do too.
I want one awesome women's belt, one women's tag belt, and the women can be on both shows.
I think so too because the roster for women is not big enough. There's not enough time
Right.
to
This
have a
way
whole
they have
SmackDown division.
Through 2 shows, a total of 5 hours to work in the storylines on both shows, so
Right.
to speak.
Yeah, you can have fresh matchups and all that stuff. I think that's absolutely what they should be doing. So does this change your opinion of, I mean, we're going to do our preview show next week, but does it change your opinion of who might win at Mania because
No.
Charlotte's going in with the belt?
No, I just think Vince wanted that since they were making this the main event and they did that whole big publicity thing. We can talk about that too, but I think it made sense to do it as well. They got a lot of publicity for it. But now it's, champion versus the man.
Yeah. What do you think, Jay Lucky? Charlotte winning the title and now going in women's main event. Talk about the whole thing. What do you think as a woman? What do you think of this whole thing?
I don't care. Becky's gonna win.
They don't
That was already the title of an episode. I can't put this one as I don't care.
I don't care. Number 2.
Yeah. So you think this makes no difference? Nothing's changing. Becky's still gonna win, and they're just
No,
gonna.
what doesn't change?
Well,
Still
maybe
the same people wrestling,
like if Sam said,
So
if they
does Becky
unify,
get both belts if she wins?
right?
probably, and that would make her the man. Like the man.
So you think it changes the match that now whoever wins who gets both
Yeah.
belts? I think that they should do that,
Yeah.
but
I think they're going to do that and make this a big thing about her being
The unified
champion.
champion.
Yep.
The undisputed man.
Plus, then they can have her on both shows, which she's so popular right now. It would draw the biggest crowd. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like the biggest
Perfect
reaction.
point.
Having,
And
being
they've
able to
been
have
on
her
both shows lately, Becky and Charlotte.
Yep. So I'm pretty sure
yeah,
this
you
would
guys have
just-
some points here. Look at you guys
There's
thinking.
some actual analysis.
Yeah,
there.
I like the analysis. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
All right,
I don't know
well,
where
I'm
the hell
done.
she came
Good
up
night,
with that.
everybody.
Tune in next week for more hard-hitting analysis from our blonde.
Hey,
Next week, I know for the WrestleMania card thing that you're not totally into it because you haven't watched all of these cards like we did. You're not a huge wrestling dork like us.
no.
Next week, though, you're in. You're all in.
I watched
You're in.
Attitude Era. I watched when I was younger a little bit with my
Younger,
grandparents.
a long time ago.
Attitude Era was like what I watched, and
She
then
remembers when Andre could move.
like I've watched it in the last like 5 years. So like I'm not or 4 years, 5. Well, I guess 5. We started watching it, but
Yeah.
and even in the beginning of that, I didn't know half the people were. So
Well, I mean, I guess next week we're doing our full preview and picks and everything. We'll do some kind of bet or a dare. We'll dare again. Oh, Pamela, if you're still with us here, you missed it at the beginning. I body slammed Jay Lucky onto the couch because one of our viewers.
Body slammer
apparently
later
it wasn't
tonight.
beautiful. I
I don't know. Sam got you. Were the only one that
Sam
got to
said
see
I
it.
looked like I was 400 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
He's not denying that.
Yeah, we don't have a ring, so it's tough to give the full slam.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't want to just gently place you on the couch because that would look weak, but I tried to actually, but I also didn't want to hurt you because
I'm
you are
also very breakable.
Yeah, she's very breakable.
She's fragile.
She's fragile.
am.
Fragile.
She's very fragile. She's just you never know with this one.
Maybe you can body slam her later.
Oh, I already told her it's happening, so it's fine.
Pile driver.
It's something. Look at.
And the audience is like,
Well, just throw up to yourselves. Don't put anything in the comments. It's fine. All right. So, yeah, Becky Lynch, Ronda Rousey. I have my opinions on this. I still feel like Ronda could walk out as the champion, but
No
I
fucking way.
don't know if I'm going to make that as my pick yet. I want to wait and see
NFWF.
what happens next week because I'm still of
Becky Lynch, I'm keeping my pick.
I'm still of the belief that you can't have all 3 underdog champions win at
it's
Mania.
fine. 2 will. and Becky's guaranteed to be one of them.
Okay.
And the other two are going to kind of watch one of the other two is what the suspense is. I was telling you the other day, I mean, I'm going to watch Mania, obviously, because it's Mania and that's
Right.
what I do. But
You act like it's your job.
I mean, like,
That's what I do.
I'm
Watch,
just not.
watch
I'm
the
just.
Mania.
Anything happened with Randall Keith and AJ tonight?
AJ had a match with Kurt Angle.
Okay, yeah.
And-
How was that match?
Randy Orton came out and gave an RKO and his DQ.
Oh, DQ. Okay.
Yeah. So it didn't really happen. Like they wrestled around for a little bit,
Okay.
but nothing really came of it because Randall Keith came out and RKO'd him. I'm looking forward to that.
Okay, so that's a match looking for. I mean, that could be. We'll see what type of performance. I mean, but storyline wise, I'm really looking forward to. And I know you're not. I want to see Brock, Seth. I want to see Becky, and yeah, I'll see Kofi. Brian. Like they literally, yeah, I guess the three big quasi, whatever you want to call them, main events are the matches I want to see. But I really could give two dog shits about the rest of the card. Batista Triple H does nothing for me. I'm just interested to see.
Oh, really?
Yeah, what do I care?
I guess just because it's good to see those guys in the ring again.
Maybe for you, I don't give a flying fuck.
Yeah. That's the nostalgia match. There are a couple
at
matches.
least Batista's entrance music I enjoy.
Yes. They did announce today too that Joan Jett is going to perform
Yes,
Ronda
I said,
Rousey's
that,
theme.
That I
That's-
think's awesome. I think
That'll be great.
Cool.
That adds a little bit more validity to it too, to have a
Um,
real rock act and
bunch
not
of the other
Flo
shit, I
Rida
don't
for the hundredth
care.
time.
I mean, there's gonna be apparently 74 other matches, and somehow
counted
don't
them up
care about
today.
any of them.
Well, now there's no Asuka match, so it's one less. So remember, I said 15
Yeah.
because I was assuming Asuka would have a match. It was going to be 14 matches,
Okay.
if not more. I mean, at least 14. So
So I
That's
care
hot.
about 3 or 14. Not bad.
So our
Shane
preview show
Miz-
next week will be a little bit long.
Okay. I mean, I could watch it, I guess. But it's crazy. So it looks like we're gonna have a WrestleMania without the Undertaker and John Cena.
Yeah.
The end of an era. Yet somehow we still have
Absolutely.
Triple H and Shane McMahon.
Shane McMahon will not go away. I was watching him tonight, and it's just like he's a main character now on
What'll be
SmackDown. Like,
how you think next year, the year after, the following, will there be a Mania without Cena, Taker, Shane, and Triple H ever?
probably not next year. It's going to be another couple of years yet. But yeah, although you never know, Triple H could lose this week or next week at Mania, and his career could be over. That's what's on the line. Did you hear for that? Okay, yeah, Triple H's career is on the line.
He should just put his marriage on the line.
Put those tunes on the line. So,
Steph Tunes.
Steph Tunes. Steph Tunes. Yeah. What's this? Pamela says, oh my God, Body Slammed. I will watch from the beginning later today. Yeah, you got it. I kind of want to see it. I know you said it probably looked awful.
Yeah.
And with
It would've been better
our
on
backs
the
are to the
ground.
camera.
Broker.
Your
Yeah.
ba- yeah,
and
your
the
ba-
camera angle's bad too. Like it's mostly just one of your 7 shirts, is what you say.
2 shirts. 2 shirts.
Three.
But yeah, I did. I picked you up. I slammed you down. I think the camera was on you when you hit the ground or hit the couch.
You
though.
were in front of me.
Yeah. And I do block out a lot of the sun, so it's
Yeah.
bad news.
Yeah.
I
nobody
think it's
could see
mostly your
anything.
back in the video.
Well, whatever.
Just know it was done.
It was done. It was done on a dare, and if you want to dare us to do that kind of stuff, I'm fine with that. But it starts to get a little wacky when you get a little deeper into it. All right. Next up on the agenda here, we've got another first-round matchup here, Sammykins.
All right, let's bring it up.
32 versus WrestleMania.
Sammykins. The fuck is that?
I made that up right
yeah,
now.
it's pretty terrible.
Oh, no, it's gonna
It's
catch on.
Sammykins.
WrestleMania.
32 versus
What is it? 2, 12, 32?
Every 10 years, they're shitty.
shitty.
32 versus 4.
Oh, hold on, I got
I'm waiting for the graphic to come on the screen, please.
Sorry, I just know that you look up on your...
Thank you.
Oh. I know that you look it up on your little
All right,
Wikipedia thing.
WrestleMania 32,
32 was obviously just very recent. I remember
2016 in the awful Dallas Cowboys Stadium.
Yep. And they supposedly broke 100,000 people, but they didn't.
Attendance is 101,763. Footnote, disputed. Footnote, WWE admits not all paid. Number includes ticket takers, ushers, and others.
Unbelievable.
So let's see here.
And as you can see on there, while Sam's looking up the full card, as you see on your screen, main event that night was Triple H versus Roman Reigns. This was the year that we were holding down Roman Reigns as the authority. And remember, Triple H entered the Royal Rumble and won the title.
Yeah, but
That
people
was-
hated Roman, so it didn't matter.
Right, it didn't matter, but because I can remember cheering so hard when Triple H
They
won
were
that
trying
Rumble.
so hard to get Roman liked by having the authority against him, but it didn't work.
It just didn't work because this was like in full Roman hate because this was right when the big push was happening. So.
3 pre-show matches. This
Jesus.
is we're in the pre-show era.
Yeah, we're in the pre-show era. What do you got for us?
Kalisto, the U.S. champ, defeats Ryback. Team Total Divas, Alicia Fox, Brie Bella, Eva Marie, Natalia, and Paige defeats Team Bad and Blonde, Emma, Lana, Naomi, Summer Rae, and Tamina by submission. The Usos on the pre-show, as they always were up until I think last year.
This is when they were still doing like racist shit, right? Like they were like,
dance.
ooh ah, we're from an island.
Well, I don't know if that's racist. If that's
Well,
what
I mean,
they
it's
really
like
wanna get. Yeah.
Vince is like, you're from there, do
Yeah,
what they
yeah,
do
yeah,
there.
yeah.
Like not
Like,
racist, but
right,
you know,
yeah, like a stereotype.
stereotype.
Stereotypical.
Thank you. That's what I meant.
Yeah, the Usos defeat the Dudley Boys.
That was a terrible Samoan dance that I just
Yeah,
did too. By the way.
Ooh, we're Samoan.
Hey, I'm gonna stop you for a second. Guess what I watched the other day, and you might not care. The new Pee Wee Herman movie.
There's a new Pee Wee. Herman.
Yeah, on Netflix. Were you a Pee Wee Herman fan?
I've watched it. I didn't like.
Oh,
love
okay.
It, but
Well, she was laughing at me because she's like, "You really like this?" I was like, "Yeah, I like it.
You were laughing throughout the whole entire
It was hilarious."
so it's like now though.
Yeah, it just came out like a few months ago on Netflix. It was a Netflix exclusive. Pee Wee Herman. It was called Pee Wee's
And it
Big
was
Holiday.
him and what's that guy's name? Married to
Sofia Vergara. Yeah.
I'd watch
she
that.
wasn't. No, she wasn't in it.
Okay.
Her husband was in
Oh,
it.
forget it.
The
I'm
guy
done.
from True Blood,
and
Joe
Magic Mike.
Manganiello.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy from Pittsburgh. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
So the best part of WrestleMania 32 was up next on here. Zack Ryder wins.
Oh
the
my
ladder
God,
match
that's right.
for the IC. I was so
You were
excited.
so hard for
It was
this.
an awesome WrestleMania moment. I'm like, oh my God, Ryder's finally getting a push again, and they literally the next fucking night job him, and it's like I don't even want to talk about it. It's so upsetting. But that's part of the card. Jericho defeats AJ Styles. That was AJ's debut. I
AJ's
believe.
debut and Jericho beat him. That was almost like payback for Jericho losing to Fandango years before.
The awful League of Nations stable.
Oh my God, yeah.
Alberto Del Rio, Rusev, and Sheamus with King Barrett defeat the New Day in a 6-man tag.
That League of Nations shit. And that's when, I think, because that's when there were a lot of injuries. So it was basically League of Nations were the only heels that they had. Because I think Rollins got hurt.
Yeah, so League of Nations, that sucked balls. It's League of Nations.
Yeah.
Brock Lesnar defeats Dean Ambrose in a no holds barred street fight that was awful.
Yeah.
That should have been so much better.
Yeah. The sound of that, like that's one of those where you said the whole card versus
Yeah.
what actually happened. Because that sounds
You
awesome.
See, with the ones we can remember closer, it's harder
Right,
sometimes
yeah.
to remember.
Yep.
Then you got Charlotte defeats Becky Lynch and Sasha Banks by submission to win the inaugural Women's Championship.
Oh, that's
Here
right.
we are, triple threat.
Yep.
4 years later
Yeah.
or 3 years later for all the marbles in the main event. Taker defeats Shane McMahon. 30-minute match. Had Shane won, he would have gained control of Raw, and Undertaker could no longer compete at WrestleMania. So then Shane lost the match and gained control of Raw the next night. Again, stupid. Winner of the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal brother, Baron Corbin.
That's right. And now look at him.
The push of Corbin. Impromptu match, 6 seconds long. The Rock defeats Eric Rowan.
Yeah.
No point, again, in my opinion. Just to get The Rock on the card. And then the main event, Roman Reigns defeats Triple H, 27 minutes, 11 seconds.
That's way too long.
I fucking hated this WrestleMania.
Yeah.
I enjoyed, let's see here, Zack Ryder. All right, moving on.
WrestleMania 4, baby.
Which is a historically
This is
panned
a-
WrestleMania.
This WrestleMania is very up and down. And while you're pulling up the card, this is remembered for Hogan not being in the main event is one thing.
Yeah, he was at ringside.
Right, not in the main event. The tournament, which took up a lot of the
most of it,
almost
yeah.
the entire thing, and a lot of the tournament were not main event guys. I think as you go through the matches, you'll see like a lot of the guys that were in those tournament matches.
The tournament was huge. There was instead of doing 8-man, they did a 14-man tournament.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of matches.
And it was also known for because there was supposed to be the big rematch of Hogan versus Andre was the first round of the tournament.
Right. Well,
which
it was
ended,
the second round of the tournament. They got to buy.
Right, and they ended in a double DQ.
Yeah.
And it was such like a
That was a way to get them both out though. with
oh,
nobody
absolutely.
getting hurt.
It makes sense storyline wise,
Yeah.
but when you go to watch it, it's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
So what do you got?
So the one guy on here was bashing it, saying 16 matches, way too much. So
From before or
for this card,
Oh.
16 matches there were. So Bad News Brown wins. I remember this battle royal again. Bad News
Me too.
Brown defeats Bret Hart.
Bret Hart is the
And
last one.
They worked together and then Bad News Brown turned on him.
Yep. Because
But
gotta remember the Hart Foundation were bad. They were bad guys up
and this
until
was
that
Bret
point.
Hart's like
Yep.
turning moment.
Yep.
But I remember it because I had watched obviously the two. Probably I used to prep for the Manias with watching the old Manias before. Like,
Oh,
so
wow.
like right before 4, I'd watch like 1, 2, 3, or 4, 5. I'd watch 1, 2, 3, 4.
Wow.
So Bret Hart was last in the ring and lost to Andre in 2. Now he's last in the ring and lost to Bad News Brown in 4. Progressing. He's progressing. So first round matchup, Ted DiBiase with Andre and Virgil by his side defeats Hacksaw Duggan. 4 minutes and 54 seconds. The next match, Don the Rock Morocco is now a good guy. He's no longer Magnificent Morocco. And he's with superstar Billy Graham in his corner. There was a period of time, I remember that, where superstar Billy Graham, his comeback, he just couldn't do it. He was too beat up. So he made him a manager. And this was part of that. And
Yeah.
he defeated Dino Bravo, who had Frenchie Martin with him.
I remember Dino Bravo.
Yeah, the world's strongest man.
Yep.
4 minutes and 53 seconds.
So these matches were concise. So that was nice. They didn't have drawn out like first, second round.
yeah,
match.
I mean, you really couldn't do too much
No,
in
you
that short
couldn't.
amount of time. Hammer Valentine with Jimmy Hart defeats Ricky Steamboat. And I believe that was Steamboat's last match in
probably
WWE for a long time. Randy Savage defeats the Natural Butch Reed with Slick.
Slick.
OMG, the original OMG, One Man Gang with Slick defeats Bam Bam Bigelow with Oliver Humperdinck by countout in 2 minutes and 56 seconds. Then we had Roberts and Rude went to a 15-minute draw.
That wasn't part of the. Was it? Was that
Yeah.
part of the tournament?
Yeah,
okay,
so that
sorry.
eliminated both of them.
Okay, that's why I don't remember. Okay.
Then the Warrior defeated Hercules. That wasn't involved.
See, and right there, Hogan, Andre, Roberts, Rude, Warrior, all not involved in the tournament after the second round. You know what I mean?
And
So
Warrior was never in it. Warrior Hercules was just a singles match.
that's what I'm saying. They're not like in the tournament past the second round, so it's kind of like you lost all your star power.
But Warrior wasn't quite Warrior at that point.
I
He
guess.
wasn't
I
the-
guess, but it would have been a good time to build them. Anyways, go ahead.
Andre and Hogan double DQ. DiBiase then beats Morocco. Savage beats Valentine. Again, these all matches all typically go about 4, 5, or 6 minutes.
Yeah.
The Beefer defeats the Honky Tonk Man by disqualification, so he does not get the title off him. That was
right.
an IC title match.
Yeah.
The Islanders, Haku and Tama, with their manager Bobby Heenan,
They
who was
do
actually
some
in the
other
match.
things like ooh, ah,
Yeah, they
ooh,
were
ah,
saying
ooh,
so
ah.
Islanders things is
Ooh, ah, ooh, ah,
Yeah.
ah.
They defeated the British Bulldogs and Coco Beware. That was a 6-man tag.
So Jay Lucky, as you look through these cards, do you realize? Are you thinking the same thing you thought last week, that these guys, the old guys, have better names than they do
Yes.
now?
Absolutely.
Savage then defeated One Man Gang by disqualification in the semis. Then we had a Demolition defeat Strike Force. I remember that match. I thought it was good.
Yeah, that I can remember that match.
Demolition
actually.
defeats Strike Force for the tag titles.
Tito Santana was a huge part of the early WrestleManias,
Yeah.
like the first
He was in the
6.
first 8, I think,
Yeah.
or something like that. And then in the final, everybody knows that, of course. Randy Savage defeats the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. Hogan kind of helps out because he had $1 Million Man had Virgil and Andre the Giant at ringside.
Right. So Hogan was still involved, but again, not in the
Right,
match.
so this was a little bit of a Hogan giving the rub to Savage. Savage is now going to carry the title, and this 4 leads us all the way to 5.
It does. It's those year-long storylines, because you figured, look at that. 3 led to 4 with the Hogan Andre,
Right. They played
and then
that all the
4
way
went to
out.
5, and
Yeah.
that's just the way that things went back then.
I
Now,
liked it.
now the Becky Lynch story goes 3 months long, and we're like, Jesus, they're really dragging this out. You know what I mean? So
Right.
our attention spans have gotten much shorter.
Yeah, and this event was we talked about 5, but 4 and 5 were both held at the Trump Plaza
In Atlantic City. Yep, there you go. All right, Sam. So you went over both of them. 32 versus 4, 2 completely different types of WrestleManias. I mean, seriously, one's almost like a King of the Ring, and the other one's
Right.
an actual, WrestleMania.
I think it's because of my jadedness, but I'm saying 32 is the worst card. I've despised. It's tough. It's unfair to 32. The fact that it's so easy for me to remember my hate of watching this.
Yeah.
Because if we were doing like probably the other ones on paper, this card 32 looks better than 4.
Yeah.
But 32 was such a shit bag, in my opinion. I remember watching it, so I enjoyed the Zack Ryder win, and that was it. And this had the Shane and Taker 30-minute match where the stipulation was pointless the next night already.
The
on
next
Raw.
night. Yeah, that's another thing that gets me to hate 32 is everything that happened that night, nothing mattered the next day.
Right, and whereas you get Savage and DiBiase, and sucks, that was the closest Ted ever got to the title.
Yep.
He should have had a title reign, but it's tough back then. People held the title longer, and you were in the era of Hogan. It's tough for people to understand. It's like almost the NBA players that played in the era of Jordan. It was much harder to win a title because you had a dominant player like Jordan.
Right.
Well, if you were a WWE superstar in the era of Hogan, it's much harder to get a WWE title.
Yeah, it wasn't like now where just the internet can push a guy to the top.
So
I'm gonna say 4 was worse. 32 was terrible, but I don't like the idea of them putting so many mid-carders near the end of that tournament. Like I said, what was stopping?
Those weren't mid Carters. Those were
But what's to stop them from putting Hogan, Andre, Rude, and Jake the Snake as the near the finals of the tournament? Why do they all have to go out so damn early and move one-man gang up through the
thing? They protect people back, and you got to remember that. So Hogan and Andre got protected. Roberts and Rude got protected. Nobody lost.
When I looked at the tournament, I was like, Jesus, a lot of really good guys got eliminated on double DQs and shit like that.
It was ballsy, though, an idea to come up with a WWE tournament for WrestleMania 4.
And it's
all played off Saturday
original,
main event.
And trust me, they're apart by this much for me, because 32 was fucking terrible. And I remember
32 is worse.
So that, you know what that means.
Dun, da, da.
The girl who doesn't care. We go to the drunk girl who got body slammed earlier. She might not be thinking straight. Mm-hmm. What do you think, Jay Lucky? You saw
going 4.
4's worse.
Yeah.
All right, so it's gonna move on.
There's the detail we've come to know and love from you.
I have no detail because I didn't see either one. But going off of what
you probably saw 32.
I don't remember it.
Yeah, it's hard to remember.
I am going 4
because Roman Reigns won the title.
I was just looking at I was just pick 4.
Okay.
Based on the
there you go.
alone.
So what did we pick? We picked 12.
Based on the card, I guess I didn't see the matches.
So that means the first round is over.
4 advance.
4 and 12 advance in the tournament, which means in 2 weeks when we finish or continue the tournament, I should say, right after WrestleMania, when we do our WrestleMania recap, we'll do another couple matches of this. We've got our second round is all in place now. 1, 2, 3, 4 matches in the second round, and exciting shit. There you see it on your screen.
I do. So our matchups here are 11 versus 24. Then we have 15 versus 23. We have 9 versus 27. 4 versus 12. The matchups from
these are going to be.
I'm good at reading Roman numerals.
Yeah, I noticed that you hesitated on. I think it was 24. You were like 9 versus 24.
XXIV.
Yeah, you got it. So what else is going on? I wanted to ask, how's yoga?
Nothing yet. I refuse to do it.
Why?
Because I need to have I still haven't got the scale. I want to weigh in exactly.
Oh, okay.
So I want to do it. It's tough, man. I don't know. Right now, I have no time still. It's so tough.
I know,
you know
it
me.
sucks.
I'm terrible at being a morning person. I've gotten up a couple times, just naturally, my eyes open, and I just want to go back to sleep. You know what I mean? Because we were talking about this the other day. I try to stay up as late as possible
because it's like you're succumbing to the night because the fucking day
day
sucks so much.
I don't want to go to the next day.
I know, and I think Jay Lucky and I feel like we're night people, through and through. Yeah. And it's like when you go to bed, then you're like, as soon as I close my eyes, next time I open them, I have to go to work.
Time, yeah. I was telling you the other day. I sent a message to you. I was like, you're here on this earth for only a short period of time overall. I said, I would just love to be able just to fucking say, fuck work, do something a short period of time, during the day or whatever, or part-time, whatever it is, and just be able to wake up, say, it's 8:30, I'm going to wake up, I'm going to do my DDP yoga, Then make myself a little bit of breakfast. Then I'm gonna go do whatever. Maybe I go play a round of golf today. Maybe during the summer I go play 5 rounds of golf.
Unfortunately, that's
not the way.
That's not the way the world
for the
works.
working man.
Yeah, no,
Certainly not.
You work your life away.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's why you need to have a family. That's why
To keep yourself,
So
yeah.
you have something that at least you're like, all right, without having that, right now you're just work, and you're like me, and you're degenerate.
You don't have to be a degenerate.
What I do, I work, I drink, and I gamble.
Those are great things.
It's
2 of
fun.
those 3 things. I was gonna say those are not terrible things, by the
But,
way.
I mean, it's not,
We just work and drink. So I mean, we don't even have the gambling part.
Yeah.
We're terrible gamblers.
Yeah, well, you're terrible.
So I don't know if
Jay
I
Lucky's
don't know if
probably-
I announced this to you. I said it earlier when we first started on the podcast. And Pamela, I don't mean to break your heart here. Jay Lucky is not going to Europe. It's just not going to happen. The money just isn't there. I could have put it together as far as like flights and like could have gotten her there for at least
Yeah, I
part of the
wanted
trip.
her there.
You wanted her to go.
Yeah.
I was
I
not.
wanted her gone.
See, I was not thrilled with her traveling to Europe by herself. So I was trying to get it so that she would land like
Well, she wasn't gonna be there by herself, was she?
I wasn't gonna be there by myself, but I would land there by myself.
she would probably have to land there by herself and at least spend time in a foreign country. In
What's
an
time-
airport.
In an airport?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
But
What you
but
watch
wait,
Taken
but wait.
and got worried?
well, that's what I said. That was the joke I was heading towards here. But I was trying to set it up that she would be waiting for them like in Rome when they got to Rome. But the problem is that the airport they're going to is not the big airport.
Okay.
It's like they're going to some like community airport or something
because
like that.
they're going from London to
Rome to
so
Malaga.
it's a smaller airport.
Right.
It's a small. I guess it's just
So
a
and it
flight.
costs like a fucking arm and a leg to get her into that
They're
airport.
going to take you. And then they're going to
I
give
have a
you back
particular
after
set.
5 minutes.
I have absolutely no skills, but I will find you and I will do nothing.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'll ask nicely.
Well, and just like you know her, you know RJ Lucky. You've known her for damn near 8 years almost.
You're
Imagine
trying to say some bad things
listen,
might happen.
Imagine this walking around with that look on her face in Europe. Nice,
The only
like
good
Italian
thing is
man.
she's old.
You know how she can't resist older Italian men, or no, they can't resist her. It would just be gone. Like I wouldn't even get the phone call. I wouldn't even get to say my line of I have no particular set of skills.
Yeah, she would have been definitely dead at like 18 or 19 over there. She's
Yeah.
kind of old, but like a fine wine,
Right. Like what they do in Italy. Yeah.
yeah.
Fine wines.
I mean, yeah, she probably would have never came home, but she was
No,
happy.
it wouldn't have been her choice to not come home. I think she would have been. Just,
Oh, I think it would have been her choice.
Oh, you
She
think?
would have met some nice Italian man.
Some-
that really
yeah.
would've- a nice Italian man, not an American Italian, an actual Italian.
Oh, an actual Italian. He just walks up to her. I guess they don't. Do they do the?
They don't all like throw their elbows.
Uh,
out.
uh.
They're not all chickens.
And she just like just gravitates towards it. I really wasn't wild about her going over there by herself, but whatever. It's not happening
I
anyways.
don't
It was
know
way
about
it was way too expensive. I could have gotten her to like London for cheap, but like then she still has to go somewhere else. Like her friends weren't going to be in London then.
Right.
So, anyways,
You're
not
terrible.
happening.
Yeah.
So she's not going to Europe. You're not doing yoga.
Yeah, we're not doing nothing. It's a sad group of folks here.
And
What
if
are
you,
you doing?
I'm not eating. That's what I've been doing lately because I got on the scale and I was back to 195. I sent you that thing. I sent you, yeah.
195,
I just,
you do look like a totally
you know,
different monster.
I know.
195.
You know
what?
what?
Doing 190.
And you know what pisses me the fuck off? I wasn't like hogging it up, but I just wasn't trying like to lose weight. And just by not like,
Because you probably like sleep eat.
you're convinced that I sleep eat.
Or like,
I mean, do you
don't
think
tell
was
me
I
anything.
hogging it up?
Like
I
the
mean,
second Jen walks away, you have
Eating more.
You have like chips stacked there. You're
that's why I was gonna send her to Europe just so I
Yeah,
could
exactly, so
eat
you
for
could
God's
eat.
sakes. But what do you need? What happened?
where'd I put my green?
Right there.
Oh.
Right there.
There we
Not
go.
your cock. Right there.
Didn't you weigh yourself on Monday?
I weighed myself on Monday.
That was dumb.
Well, I
We
know,
had an
but I
eating
still.
Weekend. We actually ate a lot this weekend.
Well, I'm gonna weigh myself again on Friday, but it's one of the. I guess the whole thing is just very disappointed because
We went out to dinner Friday and
I
Saturday.
know I wasn't
What did you have for
trying.
dinner?
We didn't do good. Yeah,
Friday was Anthony's pizza. Anthony's coal-fired.
Yeah.
salad and
And
pizza.
Saturday
Saturday
was,
was
Saturday was Outback.
That was hog time.
timeout. He's like, I don't know why I gained weight.
Right.
Well,
exactly.
no, it's not that I don't
And
know
then
why.
he weighs
But like,
himself on Monday.
but it's not like I
Not bad.
wasn't.
What'd you have? A slice? 2 slices? 3
Two
slices?
slices.
4 slices?
Two
5
slices. Two
I did
slices.
6, so you're good.
No, I did 2.
2 and some salad.
I always do
That's
2.
Good.
Yeah, I know.
2 slices. I mean, that's like what a 9-year-old boy has. So you should be fine. Then what'd you have for dinner at Outback?
Everything they got. Well, no, we went out with our friend Anna, and the guy's like, "Do you guys want an appetizer?" And I'm like, "No, we're good." And
So you went out. You were with 2 women that like, combined you weigh the same amount.
pretty much, yeah. And 2 kids that weigh, and they decided to get a bloomin' onion. Well,
Oh, the Bloomin'. Jesus, you know what? It's not your fault, man.
it's not my fault. I know.
1,600 calorie.
I know.
appetizer. And who's gonna plow it all down?
And
You.
of course, yeah, the skinny girls order it, and then they're just like
And they eat like
picking.
a
And
pedal.
and meanwhile, I'm like, "Oh my god, this thing's so good."
Yeah, because it's fucking just.
And then
Breading
he
and
and then he
oil.
got a side salad, but he upgraded to the
The
blue
wedge.
cheese wedge
The wedge.
salad or wedge
You-
salad.
But blue cheese is amazing.
It's also very fat.
Do you like
Oh my
wedge?
god! Just get off our podcast.
No, I'm just saying, Mr.
This is a blue cheese
I don't know why
podcast.
I gained weight and weighed myself on
I didn't
Monday.
say I don't know why. I just
I never had their wedge. So
Oh.
it's blue cheese crumbles.
yeah.
And blue cheese
Oh.
dressing.
It's
Okay.
the
Yeah.
lettuce wedge,
Yeah,
the blue
yeah.
cheese crumbles, blue cheese dressing, the bacon bits, and the grape tomatoes and some onions. Oh my
Yeah.
god, a wedge salad,
Yeah.
wedge salad, Samoa Joe. It's pretty damn close.
And
You know what I
then
mean?
Did you do the bread there too?
No, I don't do the bread. I don't do bread.
Oh, okay.
Generally speaking, at Texas Roadhouse, I'll do bread, but that's about it.
Okay.
I'm not a bread or a butter or a popcorn guy. Those
Yeah,
are,
you're
these things.
stupid. Anyway, so then what did you actually have for dinner?
I had a steak, and I got broccoli.
Well,
I did get the fries though on the side,
So you probably had like a 2,000 calorie.
at
dinner.
least, and then a beer. I did only have one
Oh
beer.
God! Did you have a wobby darned?
No, I don't know what I had. It was just a big old beer.
What'd you have for lunch that day?
I don't know, man. It was just
Oh,
a
that
lot.
wasn't good. He doesn't
No,
want to tell the
I ate with the
universe.
kids that day. I don't know what we ate. We ate with the kids. Turkey sandwich. Just turkey sandwich. Yeah.
Okay, sounds like some bread on that sandwich.
There was a bread because I was trying to get rid of. What my problem is when there's like old food, I'm like the vacuum cleaner. Like I take it down. So if there's like a pack of old rolls, I'm like, I'm having a sandwich. You know what I mean? Because I don't want those rolls to go bad. Like she'll be like, we're having wraps for lunch, and I'm like, put mine on bread. That bread's got a few days left on it.
Okay. All right. Anyway.
So then Sunday we did have the fantasy baseball draft, and my mom made
saw
some
the
buffalo dip. So,
Okay,
yeah,
nice.
so that was what I had for lunch
But
that
not
day.
the kind I make. That's low calorie, low fat.
Yeah, hers was probably the good stuff. Oh,
It's got blue cheese in
yeah.
it.
Oh man, what? You should have brought some for me. Why was I? What,
You know
why
what-
Was
you know,
I should have been invited to the draft just to eat.
I have a small bone to pick, and I know my mom obviously doesn't watch the podcast. She put it in a crock pot. My dad takes the crock pot downstairs, doesn't turn on the crock pot. So within like 20 minutes, it was just cold dip. Yeah.
I have ate it cold, but it was
Like
drunk.
it was one of those where you put the chip and just
Snaps off,
snap.
yeah.
So you had to like make your chip like this big just so
Yeah,
you could just.
yeah.
So by the end, I was basically just like
Yeah.
scooping it,
Right,
like I
with
scooped Jay
fingers.
Lucky. Yeah.
Wow.
Not like that. No, I mean earlier when I scooped Jay Lucky
Gotcha.
with the
Gotcha.
slam.
So your dad shaved his beard.
He did. He shaved his beard
I
off.
was
Yeah.
like, who is, I didn't even know who the hell that guy
Yeah.
was. Like,
I know. It's
The first time I saw it in person, I was like,
Has that ever been done before?
it's been done, but I'm telling he goes like a decade, and then he'll shave it off, and then go a little bit, and then he'll go another decade of the full beard, and then just
I remember being a kid, and a couple times it messed with my grandfather. Always had a mustache, and when you're a kid, I feel like when anybody changes like their normal like thing, it freaks you out.
Oh,
I
yeah.
remember one time I saw him without a mustache, and I was like, I didn't think it was him. And then like I remember my dad too. Like I forgot one thing. I think he was like switch something up because sometimes he had a mustache, sometimes he didn't. And it used to just freak me out when somebody like I'm consistent. I always have the beard. You know, so for small children in my life, I like to be consistent.
yeah. See, that's
pretty
why
smart.
I don't grow the beard in. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
For the kid,
for
for
the
the children. Think of the children.
When I lived in New York, my dad did that. My dad's always been clean shaven. He went out to Indiana because we were going to be moving out there. We went to Indiana. He came back and like wanted to surprise us. And my sister and I shared a room at the time. He came in. He had a mustache, like a big mustache. He came in. We both started screaming bloody murder because we didn't know who was in it. Like, because
my
we wanted to be
God.
like, hey, surprise. Like, we were like, ah! It was like the
Facial hair will
first
do it.
reaction because it was too like he never ever has had facial
That's
hair
what
our
you
whole
should do.
lives.
When we have you over for a pay-per-view, just come over and shave the beard off. See if the kids like run the hell out of the house.
I won't do
Yep.
that to them. You
No.
know?
Ah,
I
damn it.
don't want to scare them.
Yeah.
Well, and he has young kids in his family he has to worry about too.
That's true. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
got
yeah.
nephews.
Yeah.
Pamelot says she's gutted you're not coming over. One day you hopefully take a trip to Liverpool. All of us will take a trip to Liverpool. We'd love it.
Do a remote.
And she says we would starve there because they do not have as much food and the size portions we do here.
Oh, I know. Trust me, I wouldn't start. I wasn't gonna get the goddamn bloomin' onion. I said to the
I would
server.
probably starve.
I said to the server, no thanks. I think we're.
I
good
feel like
without."
there's probably lots of different food over there, and I'm a picky eater. I probably would have
Yeah,
to
I
struggle.
hear- she would have a tough
I hear
time.
food over in England is horrendous.
It's
so.
yeah. No offense, but it is universally known as like England is just a bad place for food. Like they
Yeah,
just eat like.
I get the meals, you know. I have a guy that makes me like 5 meals a week or whatever, and I've noticed some of his portions lately have been slacking.
Really?
Yeah, like dude, some of it's like people look at it and they see how large I am, and they look at it and sometimes they like think like, wait a second, like that doesn't look like enough food for me. And I'm like, yeah, and this is what I'm supposed to be eating.
Yeah.
like I swear it's glandular. No, like people think that automatically. Because you're fat, you eat like a monster, but then they see what you actually eat, and they're like confused. Like, wait, that's all you're having for lunch? I'm like, yeah,
Maybe you just sleep eat.
yeah, we could.
Maybe you just sleep eat.
So,
Weird.
anything else with wrestling?
No, I don't think so. I think we're gonna save all of our good wrestling talk next week. First of all, we're gonna have the fucking microphones all turned on. That one was my fault because I did say your mic was on. I must have switched it off when I was.
It's all good.
Doing
it's
other
all
shit.
good.
No, I think you accidentally maybe probably switched it off because you didn't go back over there.
I
don't
didn't.
think.
Yeah, I must. Maybe it was on. I don't know. Either way, we're gonna. She says we don't really do nachos. Yeah. Nobody does
man.
nachos like
Jay
us.
Lucky would
She'd be.
done
She'd be
without
done.
nachos.
Well,
I
we just
can't
can't go
go.
on a Monday because if she doesn't get her nachos on a Monday, it's. I'm telling you, she seems all loosey goosey. She's way more OCD than you might think, than you people might think from watching her.
She won't have Tuesday nachos.
No, we've done that.
We've done it.
No, because
but,
we'd use sometimes nachos for like
Smack
a Sunday
Chos,
pay-per-view. Yeah, I was gonna say,
Sunday,
and then we don't
yeah,
have
so
a
don't
Monday.
tell me that she won't fly
Yeah,
by the
really,
seat of her pants.
really.
Well,
She's
no,
willing to
but there
take your
has to be
nachos any night.
there has to be nachos in a week. I
Right.
guess is what
Yeah.
I should say. Yeah. Anyways, so next week will be our big WrestleMania preview show.
but
We're gonna make
tonight
picks.
Is the go home show for us.
Yeah, we need some ideas on punishments for because we talked about this before. We have the capability of a live punishment right
Yeah,
here.
we should do something outlandish that like makes like the internet. One of us gets seriously hurt.
Well, I don't know. Oh, you went hurt.
Yeah, like
I told
we
you-
light the other person on fire. Or something.
I told you bare chest chops, man. I'm
Can't it be
down.
like you want to be bare chest on Twitch?
I would do it if you did it.
Yeah,
Ratings
you
are up.
you want me bare chested on the
We
internet?
need to like rig it that you win, so they.
It's already out there, babe.
Hey,
Oh, I took a second. I'm like, wait a second.
he's like,
Like,
wait,
I didn't know about
what?
this.
Yeah.
Oh wait, was that going to be him going? What, Sam? Wink, giant wink.
We'll have to come up with something. Obviously, we know we can do wrestling moves on her because she allowed us to body slam her.
Oh, we can do moves to her.
Yeah, I don't know what it would be though. What I mean,
I think that would end up probably getting her.
we're gonna have to have a serious conversation. I don't want it to be like Tuesday afternoon and we still don't have anything. So let's talk about this through the week.
Yeah,
all right.
I think
we have
it
our
needs to be something that
text
where
chat.
Somebody gets seriously injured,
Yeah,
so we make like Tosh.
but I want to
or
set
something.
it next Tuesday so that it's set in stone.
It could just be something very embarrassing.
It
Doesn't have
could
to be painful.
No. I'm actually don't want to do painful. To be honest with you, it can be embarrassing or it can be another food challenge.
We
or
need to make this viral.
well, that-
Get this thing
I'm
going.
fine with that. So basically, what you're saying is whatever the punishment is, we just have Jay Lucky bent over while we're doing it, and that way that'll go
I think
viral.
that'll go viral.
That'll go viral.
Two
I don't
worthless
think it's gonna
fat
go
fucks so the chick
viral.
bent over on a wrestling
Yeah,
podcast.
yeah. We were just back here doing like Stone Cold Stunners, and the whole time she's like bent over like a hinge. That would go viral. That would make it on Tosh.0. Yeah. So don't forget, as Sam said earlier, don't forget to subscribe to us on Twitch. If you have the Twitch Prime, Amazon Prime, all you got to do is hit that little heart button, follow us, then you go up there, you do your monthly subscription.
Instructions are good. I like it.
You do have to do resubscribe as a Twitch Prime member. You do have to resubscribe every month because they give you the option. It's not an automatic resubscribing, but we'll take the first one. Give us your subscription for
And
the
then
month
we'll get out of town with your money
because you can only subscribe to one show per month
with the free one.
with the free one.
You can
so
subscribe to as many.
absolutely,
yeah.
you can pay for as many as you want, but if you want to give us your free one to see what we can do with your money. We can do things like maybe turn on the goddamn microphones. We need a couple bucks. It's hard to hit that button. So, Jay Lucky, what else you got? Anything going out?
Nope.
All right. They don't call it. Anyways, don't forget you can check the audio replay of this on iTunes, iHeartRadio, Google Play, and Spotify. Also, the full video will be up on what's that called? YouTube as well. If you don't like to watch replays on Twitch,
I like that. I'm gonna go watch this on YouTube tonight.
you should.
Yeah.
It's just the beginning because you want to see how terrible we were without you.
No, I meant like just like some old episodes, just to.
They're all there. Yeah. Ever since we went on our own and left the name redacted wrestling podcast network. TP Poker says Charlotte and her trapezoid shaped tits beat my baby Asuka. Yeah, sorry, man. Asuka tapped out. Trapezoids. They're not trapezoids. They're more orbs. They're like hard orbs. They're like softballs. We actually made a comment. You know how we like to comment on the female wrestlers' bodies.
Like to run down the female wrestlers' bodies.
But when she got slammed to the mat, they were still like up. They were pointing up instead of like laying down like tunes should. And say trapezoid tunes. That's how we say it on this show. We don't say
Maybe
that.
You do. I say tits, so it's okay.
You're coming over to the pontoon side of things.
I mean,
So anyways, it's YouTube/something. It's a whole bunch of gobbledygook, but if you just search Wrestling Dorks, you can follow us on there as well. Sam, anything else for us this evening? Been a long goddamn episode. It's going to be probably just as long next week when we do our WrestleMania preview show.
I've done longer.
Yeah, at least 15 minutes, right? So anyways, we will catch you next week on Wrestling Dorks Live.
See ya.
Later.